Hey everybody, it's Dave Berman from Daily Laughers. Welcome to Laugh of the Day number 338. It is December 3rd, 2016. This is the 47th consecutive video that we've been blessed to have one or more guests. This is extending our longest streak of the year. Super proud about that. And our guest today is the first person from the state of Vermont, which is the 45th state that we've featured in one of these videos. We're going to get to all 50 by the end of the year. We've already passed our goal of 50 countries. We're at 54. So laughing on purpose is something done all around America and all around the world, and we're so thrilled to have you watching and learning new ways to laugh on purpose every day. That is our mission, to inspire you to have a daily laughter practice. So let's welcome from St. Johnsbury. He's a licensed clinical mental health counselor. This is Daniel Miller. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for laughing with me today.
Hello, Dave. Thank you.
I really find your story interesting because you told me that you laughed your way back to health when you had a serious health crisis a couple of years ago, and I want you to share a little bit about that with people after you give us a little bit of insight about how you use laughter in your professional work.
Well, one of the ways to bring laughter into my work is to help people address anxieties. A lot of anxiety, I'd say, I'm keep in mind 95% of all statistics are made up right on the spot. About 75% of folks that I see with anxiety, it's because they're telling themselves a story, and that story normally isn't a very good one. We're much better at telling horror stories than coming up with happier endings. And so part of bringing laughter into that is recognizing that the story itself is a creative act.
Yes.
One of the rules that I tell people is if you're going to make stuff up, at least make stuff up that makes you happy.
Yeah.
So part of it is bringing the person back to this sense of radical unknowing, of realizing, the story that I've told myself, I don't really know. What's going to happen tomorrow? What if this happens? We don't know. No, I don't know. It's just nobody knows. So a lot of the time to start bringing that and allowing people to use that radical unknowing, I encourage people to just kind of sit with it for a little bit. What are you telling yourself? Breathe. Deep diaphragmatic breaths. Pull the breath into your belly button. So you. What am I worried about? What am I telling myself? And what do I really know? I don't know how gravity works. I don't know how the chair underneath me is held together. From that anxiety, from that not knowing, decide what sort of story you want to tell yourself. See, this not knowing opens the door to awe, to joy, to wonder. Because we don't know. And that's okay. And from that not knowing, simply laugh.
Oh. Oh. Feels so good.
Yeah.
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 And my head tells me when it's time to pause. Like I could feel myself getting a little bit lightheaded, and I know it's time to just take some deep breaths.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very gentle. I like that a lot. So you use this with people who have anxiety, and you mentioned to me before we started filming that you're about to launch more of like a group opportunity. Tell us about that. What's happening? What's coming up for you in your practice?
Yeah, two of the local health centers that I work in as a behavioral health specialist. I work with a lot of people with chronic conditions, chronic pain, and of course, laughter is great for those things, for releasing a lot of those anxieties, being able to kind of laugh through the pain, the release of endorphins, the way that the body kind of naturally heals itself. So laughter presents a great opportunity. And in probably about a month, I'm going to be starting 2 separate laughter groups.
Yay!
So, it'll be an opportunity for a lot of people to come and laugh. I'm going to try to make it early enough that people can just hit it on their way to work. And so
that is awesome. Congratulations.
We'll get some good laughter out of it.
So there's going to be 2 new laughter clubs, both in St. Johnsbury, Vermont?
Well, one will be located in Danville, Vermont, which is about 15 minutes away, and the other will be in Concord, Vermont, which is also about 15 minutes away. So.
Okay, so St. Johnsbury is home for you. Okay, awesome. So I hope that you will share the announcements about the dates, times, and locations in the Daily Laughers Facebook group when that becomes official. But before I let you go, I teased people at the beginning of this video that you have your own sort of health transformation story. Can you quickly sum up what was going on for you and the role laughter played in your return to wellness?
Yeah. A couple of years ago, I had some health issues that really got pretty severe. I mean, I was on a breathing machine for a few days and dialysis for weeks and that kind of thing. When I really turned around, when things, when I started getting better, because there were a few weeks there where my wife was just more or less making funeral plans for me.
Wow.
She immediately noticed I started cracking jokes. I started laughing. And I, like you tease people with, I laughed my way back to health because... And a big part of this, was out of this radical unknowing, because there were periods of time where I'd go in and they'd say, you could die any minute, and I'd say, well, why don't I? They said, we don't know. Well, I don't know either. I better make up something good.
We're all making stuff up all the time. Yeah. So you don't have to believe everything you think, people.
Absolutely. It's a dangerous game when you do that.
Awesome. Well, Daniel, it's been such a pleasure to meet and learn from you today. And thank you for representing Vermont. We're going to get the remaining 5 states in these last 28 days of the year and hit our goal of featuring all 50 states. And then we're going to start over. Next year, we're going to continue making a video every single day to inspire people to have a daily laughter practice. The format is going to be a bit different. It's not going to necessarily be about, doing all the states and all the countries again, but I promise you we will continue to bring you value each and every day here at Daily Laughers. So please subscribe on YouTube, join our Daily Laughers Facebook group, and keep laughing. Thanks, Daniel.